think people are just kind of shocked. You know, everybody was just really quiet and then just wondering what they're supposed to do.
We start here at midday with continuing coverage of that deadly mid-air collision between a Black Hawk military helicopter and an American Airlines regional jet. This happened in Washington, D.C. You can see this area right here off the Potomac River. That's where it happened. And first responders are now calling this a recovery mission, and they say that they do not expect to find any survivors. I want to give you a live look. Actually, we don't have that right now, but we can tell you that this happened just near Reagan National Airport. At this point, first responders are saying that 28 bodies have been recovered, including 27 from the plane and 1 from that Black Hawk helicopter. And you could see some video from that scene just a few seconds ago. Now, hundreds of first responders raced to the scene, and they worked through the night and into this morning. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio is reporting this morning as the search continues for those victims.
This morning, authorities have moved from a search and rescue operation to a grim recovery effort, saying there are no survivors. It comes after a commercial airline collided with a helicopter midair while approaching Reagan National Airport.
Crash. This is Alert 3. Crash.
A live stream from an EarthCam web camera capturing the moment of impact. A fireball lighting up the sky. Both aircrafts then crashing into the Potomac River, making rescue efforts difficult.
Despite all those efforts, we are now at a point where we are switching from a rescue operation to a recovery operation. At this point, we don't believe there are any survivors.
It happened just after 8:45 last night. Authorities say the jet was inbound from Wichita, Kansas, and making its final approach to Reagan with 60 passengers and 4 crew members on board. Officials say an additional 3 Army soldiers were on the Black Hawk.
From the Department of Transportation and FAA's perspective, we are going to offer full support to those on the ground, to the mayor, but also to the NTSB. Who is going to be conducting the investigation in this matter.
Ari Schulman was driving home when he looked up and saw the plane falling from the sky.
It was illuminated bright yellow underneath, and there was a spray of sparks on the underside of the plane. And I knew something was wrong because it was very, very close to the ground. It was maybe 80 or 100 feet above the ground, banked all the way to the right.
The investigation now underway as officials try to determine what happened. American Airlines CEO responding to the tragedy overnight.
I'd like to express our deep sorrow about these events.
And the crash last night certainly bringing back some painful memories from January of 1982 for those there in the D.C. area. That's when an Air Florida flight crashed into the 14th Street Bridge just over the Potomac River. This happened just moments after takeoff. 78 people died. 5 survivors were pulled there from the plane's wreckage in the frozen river. In that case, the crash was caused by insufficient de-icing. And our sister station in Washington, D.C. has additional coverage of the deadly plane crash there. You can watch that for free anytime on the We Are Iowa Plus channel.